Hey guys, Rich Lopez with the Droptine Traditions podcast. I believe this is episode 145. I've not been keeping track, but I think I'm up there. My guest this evening is Stickbow Country podcast owner and Stickbow Country Arrows owner, Mark Hoeksema. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Yeah, real good. Yep. Good to be
Before,
here.
yeah, I'm glad to have you. Now that we're on video, so it's always cool to do that.
Yeah.
But now that I am, what the hell's going on here? Okay, can you hear me? Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, well, before we get into it, I just want to acknowledge the podcast supporters, which is Traps Feather Rest, Daryl Damron, Traditional Bowhunter Magazine, my Bible since day one, Sauk Trail Archery, StickbowSupplies.com, Whiskey City Trad Gear, also known as WCTrad.com, Jessie Savage Blacksmith.com, coming on in a few weeks, TraditionalJunk.com, St. Joe River Bow Company, theethicalpredator.com coming on. I think I'm recording him tomorrow night. Grant Richardson and stickbowhuntsmx.com. The boys out there in I don't know, old Mexico. So, Mark, you were here with me on episode 71 when I'm still on Spotify, but we did it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Just so for our listeners, can you just recap where you were born, raised, and how you got into archery?
Yeah, I was born and raised here north, the very, very, very northwest corner of Indiana, Highland, Indiana. I'm just a few miles from the dreaded state of Illinois to the west. Yeah, archery. I think my dad was a fisherman. He went on his annual Minnesota fishing trip with his dad. But archery, my dad bought me a bow, I want to say early mid 80s, a Bear whitetail hunter with like
Mhm.
700 pulleys on it and stuff.
Yep.
And then I had a buddy in high school that was an avid bow hunter, and it just kind of went from there, you know.
It's an addiction.
Yeah.
When did you become bitten by the traditional bug?
I tell the story. For years, I had a Damon Howard hunter. I probably bought it in the 90s. And even all the days of hunting with a compound, I had that Damon Howard hunter, and it was always in the back of my mind that I want to hunt with something like this. And about 2020-ish, I said, you know what? That's it. So started practicing with it very poorly. Went out deer hunting a local spot that I had just gotten here, a few acres, and I was sitting there and shot right over a doe at, you know, right in front of me. And but back then I still had my Matthews, so I took my Matthews for the rest of the season. And then after that season, I said, nope, I'm done. I sold it to one of these sites to some lady in Utah, shipped my Matthews away, and I just jumped in with both feet and just absolutely love it. It's the
Yeah,
best.
it is intoxicating. And I love that word because I like to drink. But
Yeah.
I see in the background behind you, I think that's a 62 Kodiak, the second bow
Uh,
down. Or
that's a
what is,
68.
why do you say that?
Grizzly.
Grizzly. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
And what's above that? Is that a Sauk trail at the very top?
Yeah, that's a Sauk Trail Kinsman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just love I love Sauk Trail bows.
Well,
Oh, like
I think you're starting to come into your own when it comes to longbows.
yeah, that's pretty much my I just find I shoot them a little better,
Mhm.
and I just really like them. They seem like they're a little, I don't know, I just shoot them a little better.
Yeah, I'm shooting an ASL. Well, I got two Howard Hill style bows hanging up over my shoulder that my hunting partner John made, and they're quality. I mean, super exquisite.
Yeah.
And they're in that weight class, 43, 40 pounds, that is in my wheelhouse because I'm a pure hunter. I like everything 8 yards or under, right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't like having to work for my shot. So,
No,
and I really
no,
don't have a lot of confidence anyway. So it's just when it comes to that.
boy.
Did you ever struggle with target panic or any of that?
It's funny you bring that up, Rich. I was just in Kentucky for like 4 days, visiting with my buddy and hunting with my buddy Jeff Evans of Circle Lee Archery,
Yeah.
and
Jeff Evans?
yeah.
I'm just kidding. Um, but
And I don't know. I would say this summer I was shooting very poorly. Um, so I was down there with Jeff. The first 2 days were bow, and then the rifle season opened. So we were in his backyard shooting bows, and I was a little hesitant because I knew how bad I've been shooting.
that's the
So
worst. That's the worst when you get into your own mind.
so we're shooting there, and Jeff says, Mark, he says, you're not coming close to anchor. He says, you're doing it to like here. You're not even getting close.
Or
I
even
said,
bringing the elbow up.
yeah. I said, really? So we probably spent a good, I don't know, we probably spent a good hour and really preached anchor. And then he took a tennis ball. He threw a tennis ball out maybe 5, 8 yards. And Rich, I must have shot at that tennis ball, oh, 20 times before I hit it. And it just, oh, and the other thing I wasn't doing is I wasn't lining up my shoulder to the target. I was way more open. That was the
Okay.
other big thing. So I was way too open and I wasn't hitting anchor. And Rich, I'll tell you what, it completely helped tremendously. So shout out to Jeff for because that's always an awkward position when you got a friend that's you want to help, but you don't want to, be,
Right. You don't want to feel
and
like you're
so
insulting him or embarrassing him. I know.
right.
But you know something? Like my hunting partner, John, we have been hunting and shooting together for almost, God, over 30 years.
Yeah.
So he can tell me anything. He'll look
Yeah.
at me and go, Rich, you're shooting like crap. He says, open your stance up more, square yourself to the target like a boxer, like you're going to
Hmm.
punch it, like you're going to punch it. And you reach out and come to anchor, hold. And he says, close your eyes. Don't release. Don't release. And then let it down slowly. He'll make me do that for like 20 times
Yeah.
until I finally. Now, when you started hitting a tennis ball, did you find yourself becoming angry at it? Like, man, this thing's pissing me off. What the hell's going on? So it made you
Yeah, a little
concentrate?
bit. Yeah, I just was shocked that I couldn't hit a tennis ball like right here. I mean, I was like always generally I was over the top of it. And then what Jeff taught me was he had a like a pig at like 10 yards. He
Hmm.
said, all right, now I want you to start shooting that pig. Rich, every shot was either the very top of the pig, a couple were over the pig. And he says, well, what you're doing is you're getting so much further draw. Your bow is faster now, and that's why you're shooting high.
And you're not
And
picking a spot.
well, that too, right? All these things you got to
Oh,
think
I
about.
know, dude, because I do it every day. So, like, I'll sit there. There's holes in my plastic fence. I've got a Kevlar net, okay, which is, the Florida sun has destroyed it because it's no longer a good Kevlar net. So,
Yeah.
I must have a good $50 worth of arrows on the other side of my fence in the moat, my drainage ditch. And I'm not going in there because it's full of moccasins.
Oh
So,
yeah, no, no,
no,
no.
they can keep them. But yeah, I totally get it, man. The shooting thing is an actual issue with a lot of archers, traditional archers, namely. And I said I'm never gonna have guys that talk turkey when it comes to shooting, but then guys like um, guy from the Push podcast, those guys,
Oh yeah.
and they all intrigue me. Tom Clum,
Hmm.
I'd like to talk to these guys, but I really sometimes I get a little bored with science.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a little, "Ugh, what is all
Yeah.
this?" I mean, because they're really rehashing stuff that was done 50, 60 years ago, string walking, gap shooting.
Right.
That's nothing new, but they're taking it to another level.
Yeah, I like to keep it simpler myself, but
Yeah.
you know.
So the Stickbow Country podcast, you've been around as long as I have. We kind
Yeah.
of started around the same time.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's again, it's ironic you bring that up because I've been kind of, oh, I don't know if struggle's the right word, but well, I missed my first Monday morning drop this past Monday for the first time since I started of Memorial Day of 23. So, um, I don't know, I'm struggling a little bit with carving the time out. It's like this, Rich, and you can probably relate. Once I'm on and doing it, it's
Right.
like I love it. I absolutely love it. But carving out an evening or whatever, a couple hours, um, yeah. So I don't know. I'm just a little burnt out maybe right now. So I'm trying to
That's
take it,
totally understandable. I
you
mean,
know.
uh, I do mine on Tuesdays. That's because that's really a dead time for me because I'm a huge sports fan. So Monday Night
Yeah.
Football, I am not talking to anybody. Because I'm in fantasy leagues and all that other stuff.
Right.
So I got to watch all that. Tuesday's a dead zone for me, so it's easy for me to record. Wednesdays as well. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
and get Grant Richardson tomorrow night,
Mm.
and then the rest of the week I'm working in the shop on bows after I
Yeah.
work full time. And this
Right.
is my busy season because everybody's stealing cars this time of year because it's getting cold. They needed something with heat. It's the truth. Even here in Florida, there's like tonight, I guarantee tomorrow I'll have five, six stolen cars
Really?
because this homeless guy, yeah, he was freezing in the streets at 40
Wow.
degrees. I
I
saw a
must.
guy today. My wife said she was working today. She says, this guy came in to Costco. It was 41 degrees. And he's got tank top and shorts on. And she looks at him. She goes, aren't you cold? He goes, no, I live here. This is normal. But here, we're from the East. And I'm like, been here so long. I got next to thermal underwear on. It's like when I was in New York a couple weeks ago, I was literally shivering and it was only 65 degrees. It's weird how the body acclimates.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. It
I still
totally
have
is.
tan lines. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm hanging out in the living room drinking a beer with my buddies. And I got a tank top and shorts on. They're looking at me like, "Look at you, tourist." You know, they got
Well,
brown.
there's still, the podcast. I listen to you. I listen to the Broken Arrow. I listen to the Push. I listen to Boyer podcast, Matthew Morris. Those are my must listens. I really enjoy yours because you have a lot of different guests, which I like. I don't just like, you know, big important people. I like just, like you, just get regular Joes but I mean, I'm gonna keep doing it. It's just I need to take a little bit of a break.
So what I've done, this is what I'm doing for stress relief, is
Hmm.
I've been banking podcasts. And what sucks about that is at my age, and I'm still pretty sharp.
Yeah.
I forget who do I drop tonight because I'm recording this guy. I'm recording you, and I know I got to drop Paul Newton tonight. Yeah, I have to
Hmm.
set myself calendars on my phone that will get as soon as we're done. My phone's going to go off and let me know I got to drop Paul.
Yeah.
And then I'm like 2 weeks ahead of time because I'm hunting. I'm traveling,
Yeah.
and so I schedule these to drop while I'm away, so it thinks that I'm on top of it.
Right. Do you ever find it that you get a little burned out, Rich, or like you just want a couple weeks off
Well,
or
that's what the vodka's for.
yeah.
No, I'm serious. No, it's yeah, I do. There's times like today. I've been really getting into making antler burr bolo ties, kind of another hobby I really don't need.
That sounds cool.
And hand painting them. I don't know if you saw the latest one I put on
Yeah.
Facebook. Now I'm working on one now where it's really smaller, and I'm going to put a turkey in there. And I'm going to have to go and get some really micro brushes, and
Mm.
I have a big loop that I can work on it. So it's
Yeah.
almost like painting the little army men.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to see how small I can get. It's just a challenge, just like working on the bows. Um,
Yeah.
right now, it's optimum time to spray, so I'm going to start hitting. I got a bunch of guys, Dave Ponce,
Mm.
another buddy of mine, Tim Vaughn. Yeah, guys, I'm getting to you now.
Right.
And no, please, no cross burnings on my yard. Um, but we're getting there, baby. We're getting there, baby.
Oh
But yeah, I
man.
get burned out.
Yeah.
When my wife works, it doesn't bother me because I'm bored. I don't watch any TV. I love game shows and stupid stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I'd rather just talk to somebody and podcast and catch up.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, but she's off the first next well yesterday, tomorrow, today, and tomorrow, which is unusual. Then she's got to work all weekend, so I might as well podcast over the weekend. Maybe get that guy from Flatline Bows from Australia, but that's a
Oh.
19-hour time difference,
Yeah,
dude.
isn't that crazy?
I can't believe it. It's like another. No, he's like on another planet. So it's like when I call him, let's say at 10 in the morning, my time, it's like 9 p.m. his time.
Yeah,
I'll reach out to him. I'll get him on here because he's an interesting sort.
yeah.
Interesting mate for use of the Aussie term. But I've never seen anybody in my life work in a shop with fiberglass shards, wood shards, barefoot. His feet must be made of cement.
Wow.
You watch his videos, every once in a while it'll pan down and you'll see he's barefoot. I was like, wow, that's nuts.
That's
You know?
crazy.
Yeah. I took a freaking clear glass splinter in my finger this weekend. It
Ooh,
took me forever to find it because it's clear glass.
yeah.
So I'm squeezing. I finally see the thing poking out, and I've got a black light on. I turned the black light on, and it lit it up, and I was able to squeeze it and then take the tweezers. It took me forever to pull it out, but let me tell you, what a sense of relief.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
And I can't. Hmm?
Are you getting caught up on your bows or are you
Yeah,
always
I'm
behind?
getting caught up. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not quite there, but I'm starting to get things moving.
Yeah.
Things are starting. I'm shipping 2 or 3 a week. Uh, So I'm getting there. I was like a year away turnaround. Now I'm getting to that 6 month thing
Okay.
for guys that were left over from when my wife got sick.
Yeah.
Now, again, apologies, guys, but life gets in the way. I'll take care of you, no problem. I'm
Yeah.
eating the shipping on those, so that way it's a little discount.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Um, so you're now on YouTube. How has that format been for you? I'm finding it difficult in that I only have like 162 subscribers because I've been told by my audience that my podcasts are too long and that their attention spans like that of a gnat or a 10-year
Right.
old kid. So I get that. I totally get that because I'm the same way. The only time I'm going to watch an over 2 hour podcast is if it's a subject matter that I'm really into,
Right.
like guitars, heavy metal, traditional bows, Whiskey City. I love their stuff.
Yeah.
But I've also,
Yeah.
but I've noticed
No,
he's trimmed down his time wise too.
I basically just did it for fun and I noticed my views for the podcast episodes that I've dropped are like not even worth mentioning. And then what's funny is I'll do some shorts just like you would
Boom.
do these shorts. I got one maybe 3 weeks ago.
Right.
It got 1,100 views in the
Yeah.
first like day or two. And then I do one like 2 days later, I get like 65.
Yeah, I did one on because I have this thing called This Old Bow, which actually Matt Zernzak turned me onto that term. We were supposed to do something together. It didn't work out. So I'm adopting that. Nobody said
Yeah,
anything. So I'm doing this anytime I got a couple old bows, I'll say, hey, we got here a 1965 piece of shit, whatever. And if I get it to go like 3 minutes, 4 at the most, I'm getting 1,000, 1,500 views. I'm like, well, how about subscribing? That's where the money comes in.
yeah, right.
But I'm not actually. I was so excited about that from the beginning. I talked to my wife. She goes, "Just have fun." She says, "Don't worry about the monetizing it or any of that. It'll come.
Yeah.
It'll just come in time."
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, I think I got like 84 subscribers, but I haven't
right,
done anything for a couple weeks and I just did it for fun, you
right,
know.
right. And that's how this is for me. It's been like a stress relief when my wife got sick, and it's turned into something that I love doing. I just love
Yeah.
talking to guys because
Yeah.
really the only time I get to catch up with people is here you go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
and I are
no.
talking. We text quite a bit.
Yeah.
Um, so when are you going to pull the trigger on the bear takedown?
It's
That's not even on my manuscript, but I said I'm going to ask him about this. I'm going to catch him off guard.
I know I need to. Well, here's well, it's not a dilemma, but you know Neil better than anybody, and I've gotten to know him a little bit. There's part of me that wants to get one through him and have him do his little initials on there, and that would just mean a lot to me. Like he's done, I got a couple that he's sent my way, but and the other thing is. And then I hear well, yeah, then you hear rumblings of, oh, the new bears aren't like the old bears. And so I'm kind of like, do I get one through Neil? Do I get an old one? But then if I do get an old one, I'm of the mindset I want it to be clean.
Okay.
That's just kind of how I
So
am.
I'm going to give you some advice from a bull collector,
Yeah.
a bear collector. Okay. I think what's a length bow that suits you right now? Don't worry about the type of bow, but what's a length that you like?
Yeah, probably 60.
Okay. I think the best combo for a 60-inch bow is an A riser with number 3 limbs.
Yeah.
That's my go-to. I've got number 2s, which is a little shorter bow, which I use for Mexico, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm in the 45 to 42 range now for
Yeah.
comfort level. I have some that are heavier, but I have aftermarket limbs. I have bare limbs, and uh, aftermarket Brandon Stahl.
Oh yeah.
They're the best out
Yeah.
there if you can find them, and they're not going to be cheap. They're going to be about 475 a set. Um, then there's the RER limbs that are no
Hmm.
longer being made. They've got a fantastic hook on them. Um, you're gonna probably get them for around 3.25, 350.
Yeah.
The bare limbs, of course, new are not cheap. They're like 429.95.
Yeah.
Uh, so if you could find a clean set, which you could find them all day long on stickbow.com, the leather wall.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Uh, if I come across any, I'll let you know. What's your
Yeah.
wheelhouse pound wise?
I'm in like it's funny. I'm usually in the mid 40s, but I shot a when I was down in Kentucky, Shane Evans with Ben Leo Bose is coming out with a new model, the Banshee, and I shot his 50 pound,
Hmm?
and I actually liked how that one felt. So 45 to 50, you
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I need to
48,
do
48
that.
pounds will kill anything in North America.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I really want to get a bear takedown. I think they're cool. I shot uh my first ever bear takedown at Compton's this summer. Gene Hopkins let me shoot his, and I'm like, oh, I really liked it.
Yeah, it feels good in the hand.
Yeah.
It's just really a sexy bow, easy to
Hmm.
manipulate, no bolts, no tools, no nothing. It's
Yeah.
it's actually an ingenious invention,
It is. It is.
if you think about it. And I've been hunting with a bear takedown since the 70s, and that's my go-to
Oh,
hunting bow.
while we're on the topic of bows, I wrote down what one question. Whoa,
Great Northern.
yikes.
What does that
What
say?
broadhead do you shoot again?
Oh, okay. Zwicky, 175 grain Eskimo.
Okay, I knew it was a
100,
Zwicky.
it's 170 actually.
Zwicky.
Eskimo. It's got the real wide blade. It's it's devastating.
Okay.
It's a two
I'm
blade. I don't like bleeder blades. I don't like extra shit to sharpen.
yeah.
Um, but what I do to get them, like when I make a set of arrows, I get my insert in there, and I don't use hot melt. I use 2-part epoxy.
Okay.
I want the suckers in it permanently,
Right.
and I put it in there loose. I thread in my Zwicky with a threaded insert. So I'm about 200 grains up front
Okay.
with everything, and I line it up with my up and down. I like a perpendicular
Me too. Me too.
setup there, and then I let them dry, and then I spin test them. And if they're a little wonky, then I'll heat them up again, get the glue a little soft, make a couple of shifts, spin test them again, and I spin test on a piece of marble or
Oh,
a piece of glass,
yeah.
so I have no imperfections in the surface.
Right.
And that's just something my dad taught me because my dad was not a hunter, but he was a jeweler. And he says, if you want to test the straightness of something, you do it on marble or
Oh,
glass.
that makes total sense.
And yeah, my artistic abilities come from him. He taught me how to make jewelry, how to do all that stuff, how to
Yeah.
work metal, how to work wood. So I'm blessed in that regard.
Yeah.
Um,
Huh.
yeah. So, I mean, I shot snuffers back when I used to shoot 80 pounds. Yeah, I shot actually the heaviest bow I ever shot was 110 pounds. I shot a doe. It actually blew out through both her shoulders. She collapsed from the impact. That's how brutal it was. But I was into bodybuilding then. I could pull that weight,
Oh,
but
okay.
I never held it. No, as soon as
Yeah.
my finger touched my mouth, bam, it
Yeah.
was gone. And I would never do it. I was never able to repeat it because that was exhaustion right there. I just totally, what's the word they call that? Where you when you do a deadlift, you just blow yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I'm like 75 pounds less than I used to be, but
Hmm.
I'm healthier for it. Um,
Yeah.
my son, he's a bodybuilder. It's funny. I like when he comes over to the house. Come on, let's go shoot bows. So he's out there and he's like, he's fighting the bow. It's like, dude, you bench press 500 pounds and you're fighting a 38-pound bow? You got to be kidding me. And what it is, you're using muscles you don't use,
Right.
and your mind is fighting your body. It's hilarious. And I'll videotape. I'll send picture. I'll send it to his wife. Look at your pussy husband. Stuff like that. Excuse my French, people, but it is what it is. Uh, yeah,
Oh,
he could throw me around a room like a Samsonite luggage piece, but
right.
whatever. It's hilarious. It's just, and
That's
then my
good.
other son, Todd, he's the real tall guy. He's like 6'4", 6'5", and my buddy made a longbow for him, and he shoots it well.
Okay.
But he's the football coach, so he doesn't get out to shoot much because he's spending a lot of time with his son. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Fall is football is
oh my
season,
God,
so
yeah. But
but
my grandson's like pushing 13, and now he's going to a juniors high school. So Todd's not going to be coaching anymore because they've got a football team. So, and he's
no.
like, "Thank you, Jesus. Now I can go hunting."
Yeah.
You know,
Nice. How far does he live from you?
oh, about 45 minutes.
Well, that ain't bad.
Yeah. So whenever I got to like all my flights back up north, they leave at 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
So he's about a 45-minute ride from the airport. So I'll just stay at his house on a Sunday, fly out Monday. My buddy
Okay.
picks me up, but I sleep in the truck the whole way to the farm.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky, dude. You would not believe it. This farm I'm hunting in New York is insane. So we talked. My buddy's nephew, my hunting partner's nephew, owns the farm. So we talked him into, hey man, you got a whole field. You might want to put in a food plot, dude. It's a game changer. All the
Yeah.
does are eating in the field. So of course, when I was there, it took me 5 days to figure it out. But on the fifth day, I'm sitting there, and here comes this monster 10 pointer,
Yeah.
chasing them all around the field. I said, okay, I know where he came out of. So I put myself on that same trail in a ground blind with a west wind. You got to use the wind, and then those deer walked right past me, 8 yards, but the buck never showed.
Yeah.
He followed four of them out, and three of them came back. So he got onto one that was hot. So he's
Uh,
probably done with her now. So I'm
yeah.
hoping when I get back there, he'll be back on track. So
Wow. When are you going
he,
back up there?
the second week of December, December 8th, for
Okay.
actually black powder. I'm not bow hunting.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm just like anybody else, most people, the majority. I'm a two-season hunter, and I love primitive weapons hunting.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's cool.
flintlock, dude, nothing like it. Click, wait, boom. Like I hope I hit it.
Right.
You know, but I think I'm going to use my inline. Her name is
Oh,
Edna. Her name is Edna.
Edna.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I've lettered her Edna. She's got her nameplate on the stock. She's a 45 caliber, made in Spain, black Thompson center,
Hmm.
but it's got a fluted barrel and an extra long barrel. It's a 200-yard gun.
Whoa.
Man, I've reached out and touched them at 225. Deadly, deadly gun.
Iron sights?
No, heck no. I'm cheating. I'm
No.
cheating, brother.
I was gonna say, wow.
Yeah, I love going to the range, and I just love accuracy. I love ballistics.
Yeah,
Yeah, accuracy, and I just love that, man. I
that's
just bought a
cool.
new Savage 30-06, one of their new ones with the Accu trigger, and I took it to the range. I bore sighted it in the garage, took it to the range. 6 shots at 200 yards. I was putting holes in holes. I was like, man, I
Man.
can't wait to try that out in Florida. I want to try hunting Florida this year. I haven't been. So I've been here 4 years. I have not hunted Florida yet, except for pigs. But I would love to go to Ocala State Forest, and shoot a deer.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Huh.
But I was warned about Ocala, in that there's a lot of homeless encampments in that
Uh,
5 mile square.
yeah.
Yeah, I hate to run into somebody that's a little drugged up
Yeah, that'd be a little scary. Yeah.
since I hunt by myself. Uh,
Yeah.
but we'll see. We'll see. Hey, so
Uh,
let's move back on to you.
yeah.
Uh, in your journey, actually, the last 6 months, you've been doing a Stickbow Country Arrows. Tell us about that. Where did that concept come into play? Because they're beautiful. Some of
Yeah,
the most beautiful cedar wooden arrows I've ever seen.
I just when I got into trad, I never shot anything other than wood. I said, I'm
Mhm.
gonna just shoot wood. I didn't
Okay.
even clutter my brain with, carbons and aluminums and said, no, I'm just gonna stick it. And again, I built a set of cedars maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago. Got all the stuff from Three Rivers, got the gasket lacquer, and I'll never forget I'm doing it in the furnace room of the basement. And
Oh no!
oh, that was not good. Um,
Boom.
but I just love building them. And I thought, I getting into this trad thing, I thought it'd be cool to get a little side hustle and, like you with your bows and the satisfaction of
Hmm.
giving somebody something that makes them smile. And I just love doing it. And I got a shout out to Joe Callahan. He has helped me tremendously with questions. All I do is use his products, the True North products, all water-based products, so I can do it in my room in the basement. And I just enjoy doing it.
So is the clear coat water based as well?
Yeah, it just comes in these little,
Wow, I never knew that.
yeah, I think
Water
it's,
based because I know because I'm in the body shop industry for
yeah,
my profession, and we've been using waterborne products for years now
yeah,
because of OSHA and all that, and
right.
but it's the base coat on, let's say your car. Let's say your car is just a standard old paint job. The base coat's water based, but the clear coat is still solvent based.
Oh,
So that's where
huh,
they have yet to improve that part of it when it comes to
yeah.
finishing. And actually, a couple of weeks ago, I had a guy on the show that was a painter and a body shop guy. And it was funny. I said, "We're not going to say who I work for, even though you know who I work for, because I'm the insurance guy. You're the
Right?
body shop guy, but we're not going to get into an argument online." And he laughed. He was a good trooper with
Yeah.
that.
No, Joe makes all his stains that I use.
Mhm.
They come in these little cool little.
Are they aniline stains like alcohol based?
No, these are water-based
Oh,
stains.
water based, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I got to
yeah,
look
they
into
come in
that.
these little containers, and this is black. I love black stain. So yeah, and then this is the crown dip.
Okay.
Comes in, I think, pints. Of course, you can't beat the old classic orange.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Joe has helped me tremendously, given me tips. And you know, Rich, you know this because you've done a lot of stuff, but anything you do well takes time.
Yeah.
Every coat that I put on has an overnight dry.
Hmm.
And as soon as you shortchange that, you're up a creek. So from
Yes.
start to finish, I probably have, I don't know, 10, 12, 14 different coats between five
Mhm.
clear coats, two two crown, two crown dips. Some once in a while I have to do a third. All the cresting, depending on the colors, that could be two, three coats.
Is that shaft got a gray stain to it?
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. And I am only saying this because it just takes time to build something well, no matter
Right.
what it is.
Right.
And but these True North products for to me are just wonderful. And then I take a green Scotch Brite
Oh yeah.
in between. Don't ever use steel wool when you're using water based because it'll rust.
Nice.
And I use the spin right crester. You got to get the spin right crester, at least I think so. And I think that, and oh, you know what I did for the first time? Sometimes guys will put a band in the middle of the feather. I
Yeah.
did that on the most recent build I did.
I
Man, was
saw
that
that. Yeah.
cool.
Have you
Uh,
ever messed with barrel tapered shafts? Yeah, where
no.
it's like 5/16 at the knock end. It's a 24, 23
Oh,
64, and then it's tapered to 11/32
yeah,
at the front.
I find that.
I think it's
arrows that,
stupid, but whatever.
yeah, I find that the rear taper from 11/32 to 5/16
Perfect.
is a game changer for shooting. I
Hmm.
think they come off the shelf better. I can't get into the scientific reason, but it's just a little skinnier in the back, and I find I shoot them better.
Right.
Uh, but I don't do that myself. When I order the shafts from Riley Savage at Archery Past, he'll do the rear taper for me. I'm not that set up yet. I mean, it's something I want to do over time. But and then the feathers. I mean, you know this, Rich. There's 10,000 different manufacturers, and I've been using king feathers,
Really? Okay.
custom king.
Okay. Oh, Custom
Um,
King. Yeah, I
yeah,
know those guys. They're great people.
yeah,
Um,
and
I haven't made arrows for a long time. I mean, when I shoot gold tip traditionals. That's what I shoot.
yeah.
Only because I'm lazy. I tried doing the feather business back in the 80s and realized I've got the attention span of a gnat. But yet I can work on a bow for
Right,
20, 25 hours. But
right.
I think it's because I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Arrows, I could care less. Just give me a good heavy arrow with a heavy front end,
And you're
and
good to go.
I'm good to go.
And then
Um,
here's what I do, Rich. I take a Doug fir shaft and I put the different color stains on there and mark
okay.
them.
Okay.
So then I know, what
What looks
goes
like
with
what?
what. Yeah. And these are all True North stains. And yeah, they're just really, really
So let me ask you a
good.
question. This is a consensus question.
Yeah.
Of your customers, how many of them order, let's say, orange crown, crown dip, or fluorescent crown dip, lime green crown dip, or black, red, your standard colors? Is
I
there
would
more of the other than the other, or what?
I would say the vast majority of them go with the white
White. Okay.
crown dip. I would say ooh, yeah, by a significant margin. Yeah, mostly white and occasional orange, occasional yellow. Yeah, that just seems to be, which I think is smart for shooting that game. But everybody's got a different preference.
Right. Like my hunting arrows, they're dipped in short, like lime green,
Yeah.
and I'm using a lime green 4-inch four fletch. So
Okay.
two fluorescent greens and then two barred feathers
Oh, yeah.
with green lighted knock. I don't
Oh,
know.
nice.
I'm all about aesthetics. When you're a refinisher, repairer, or
Yeah.
builder of things, your mind goes towards beauty.
Hmm.
And lime green, for some stupid reason, that scratches my itch.
Yeah. No, it's a cool color. Um,
And
yeah.
people say, "Hey, well, the deer could see that." I'm like, "How can they see that? They see in shades of gray. That's an
Yeah.
obvious known thing. It's a biological fact."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to them, fluorescent green just looks like just another shade of gray in the woods.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
Leonard
it's
LaRue proved that point.
right.
Rods and cones, baby.
And then this is something new, Rich, that I'm getting into, and I just got my first dozen. I don't know
Oh,
if I,
Randy Cooling.
yeah, I got my first dozen Safari Tough Taipans. I talked to him on the phone. I'm gonna
He's
start.
coming on next week.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna start offering these to customers.
Hmm.
Um, I I feel like I need to, as I say to people, get that door open wider because the traditional world's already
Yeah, man.
small, and then if you're just doing wood, so I'm excited to build these for myself
Yeah.
and learn the process of Joe. I actually talked to Joe Callahan from True North already about the primer you need, and so I'm gonna start working on these when I get some woodies I'm in the middle of building. So
So with those, do you need a specific cutoff saw? Do you have to change to a carbon blade?
that's a good question. I got such an old Cabela's arrow
Yeah.
saw.
Well, let me ask you
Um,
this because I have the same one, and I tried cutting aluminum with it.
yeah.
It's like, no, this is not going to work. So I
Yeah,
found somebody that sells carbide blades. They're not cheap, but they like butter.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess I'll let you know.
And also, when you cut them, you might want to chamfer the inside of the
Yeah,
shaft. You know, how, like they sell the pipe cutters has that little triangle piece,
Yeah,
just a little light burr. Just remove the
yeah.
burr, and the insert will slide in nice.
Well, I was actually looking, a few weeks back. There's I think it's only been out for, I don't know, I'm gonna guess a couple of years. It's called the Mod Saw,
Hmm.
MOD.
Hmm.
I was thinking about picking one of those up and because they that looks like a really slick saw.
Let's just keep buying equipment, man. Yeah, that's what we do.
Right? It's yeah, you get a few hundred, $500 in your PayPal account, and boom, you go buy a saw and you do this.
So my wife goes, "What's this charge for Harbor Freight? $312." Oh, I bought a bandsaw. I'm like, "What do you need a bandsaw for?" I said, "I got to cut wood. The one I have stinks, and it's going out on the curb." I put it out on the curb. It was gone in 30 seconds.
Yeah, right.
This new one's great. I don't care. It just cuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just love equipment. I love machinery. I love tools. It was like I don't have my shop is so small. I have to work in between stuff.
yeah.
So whenever she pulls in the garage, I stop her, back up, get the hell out of here. And then I set up, what I do is I set up folding tables in the garage and they're stations.
Oh, okay.
So I convert the entire garage to an actual bow shop. And
Yeah.
then when I'm done, I have to spend an hour cleaning everything up. And then I pull her car back in. But it's worked for 4 years. And it's the spray booth right now is working great. I've
Okay.
asphyxiated and gassed probably 50 lizards. They're dead in there. Because what I do is I'll spray and then shut the door. They die. So it's almost like I have a mini Auschwitz in the backyard.
Right.
But anyway, it's just lizards, guys. Just
All right,
lizards.
right.
Yep. So how have the arrow sales been? Because
You know,
I think your
it's
work is absolutely stunning, and
yeah,
that's why
I
I wanted to get
appreciate
you back on here.
it. It's been kind of slow. I think it's right here. I get this new magazine called Trad Hunters,
Yeah. Hmm.
and yeah, here it is. So I got my logo right there by my finger,
Oh, good, 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 good. Yeah.
and love Ron. He's just a super dude.
Yeah.
So I
I
want
got.
to, I don't know, at some point I'd like to do some shows. My wife and I were at Whiskey City. I'd like to set up a table there next fall. Yeah, I just got to figure out which. I'll go to the UBI banquet again this fall or this spring, March. And yeah, but here's my problem, Rich, is having the time or making the time to make a bunch of dozens of arrows ahead of time to have at a show.
Oh yeah, because you're still working full time.
Right, right. It's just,
Now
everybody has that game, right? How do you,
you're a house painter, correct? You
yeah,
paint
yeah,
in indoor and outdoor.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So is this well, it's winter time, kind of. You're in the snow period, so
yeah.
you're kind of slow right now.
Yeah, November, December is usually the less hectic. I mean, I'm still working every day, but it's not crazy, because you don't have any outside work you can do. It's
Right.
too cold but I want to get it to grow more to where I'm, doing a little bit more of it.
You
But
got to get to be, you have to be my age so that, when you retire, this
right.
could be your side income besides Social
Well,
Security and
that's
pension.
kind of what my thought process was. Like
Mhm.
if down the road, I even thought it'd be cool if I could maybe work at some point 4 days a week and just be in the arrow shop another couple days or whatever. But we'll see,
Yeah. I like to give myself one day off in the week
Yeah,
just
me
to hang
too.
out with my wife and do the husband wife thing and
Yeah.
just watch TV. We don't do anything. We don't go out. We watch Game Show Network for Christ's sake. I mean, we are a boring couple now. I mean, but I like that. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go out and see people. I just want to see my
Yeah.
family, hang out, shoot my bows, play with
Yeah.
bows, talk to people
Right.
on my podcast, and that's it.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I'm just gonna keep putzing with it. And I'm hoping the carbon thing will open some doors.
So I'm going to ask you a question. Would you mind if I mentioned you as a supporter of my podcast?
No, no, that'd be
Okay.
awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
consider yourself in the group.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've met so many, and you could attest to this too, Rich. I've met so many awesome people through this. It's
Hmm.
just
Yeah.
feels like a family.
Oh, dude,
you know?
you have to go to and attend either a PBS or well, you've been to Compton's.
Yeah,
You have to join the PBS and attend one of their banquets. It's the most exciting thing in the world.
yeah.
Uh, I can't wait, right? I've already booked my trip for 2026. The wife's excited. I've got her going to all these female things,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
women do. So get out of my hair where I can mingle with the boys, you know. Good stuff.
What when is the I know it's in Indianapolis. When is
It's
it?
the week of St. Patty's Day, that weekend, if you will, and it's in Indianapolis. My plane ticket to Indianapolis for both of us, $80 round trip each. I fly in on Thursday morning. The shuttle takes me to the hotel, and we just hang out till Sunday when we got to go back to the airport. That's it.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
I
gonna
just
be a
missed 2 days of work, and the tickets pay for my meals. I got the Saturday banquet. Um, we'll explore, of course. I love to get
yeah.
an Uber and just go around the town or whatever. Uh,
That's gonna be a
Indianapolis
fun.
holds a special place in my heart. I got a funny story.
Yeah.
So my buddies and I went to Illinois to hunt. This was when I was living in Maryland, and we won this bow hunting trip in Illinois at this outfitter. So we all decided to drive. So we got two vehicles. The guy I'm riding with is from Germany. He speaks great English, but he doesn't know any Spanish. So the
Mm.
deal was, I said, look, I'm going to be stuck in a car with you for almost 15 hours. You're going to teach me German and I'm going to teach you Spanish. How does that sound? He thought that was awesome. So by the end of the trip, I was speaking fluent German and he was speaking fluent Spanish. And because we said we would never speak a lick of English to each other.
Oh,
That was the challenge.
yeah.
And we had the greatest time. We saw monster bucks, but
Uh,
it was January. We didn't kill anything. It was like, I mean, negative 27 degrees. My beard looked like the dude from, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the
yeah.
monster. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I look like.
What year was this? Like the 90s
Oh,
or?
no, 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 no. This was like 2000, early 2000s, early
Okay.
to mid 2000s. And I was in a double bull blind that I had set up at the back end of this field. And I sat in there. And I mean, the inside of it looked like, remember watching Batman when they had the Mr. Freeze, right? And you had the crystals? That's what it looked like, man. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can't believe I'm here. And I look out the window and I watch this buck at this row of cedars. He was bedded down there. I never noticed him. I see him stand up. Dude, he was at least 200 inches. Easy, non-typical. He shook the ice off his back and just proceeded to feed out of the area like he was not even bothered by that cold.
Whoa. Were you
I
bow hunting or gun
I
hunting?
was bow hunting.
Okay.
And I was afraid to even pull my recurve back because I was like, man, this thing will probably blow up.
Yeah.
And no, it didn't. I had to stretch it a few times while I was in there
Yeah.
to make sure it worked. And I had three, I mean, I'm talking 200-pound does walk past me, but they walked past it so fast I couldn't react quick enough and
Yeah.
get my bow up to shoot. It was incredible.
Oh,
Incredible. But it was probably the best time. South Fork Outfitters, people, check them out. Mendon, Illinois. I need to contact them and talk to Tad, the owner. We're old friends. He says, dude, you were supposed to come back for your 60th birthday. What happened? He's still busting my chops. I'm like,
yeah.
well, I'm going to go back for my 70th and you could push my wheelchair to the stand. Yeah. I will be there. It's just one of those things. Just, I'm
Yeah.
still working and there's a reason why I'm still working because I got bills. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
all good. That was probably one of I actually went back twice and it was
Did
great.
you?
Yeah. And let me tell you, they got some monsters. So some good dude killed a 190 incher today. Typical. 14 point.
Where's it in the state roughly?
It's right on the Missouri River, right on the edge of Missouri.
No.
Missouri's, man, that's a hotbed.
Yeah.
And it's right there in that Adams County
Yeah.
area, the
Okay.
triangle they call that,
Yeah.
the Golden Triangle.
Uh,
Yeah, it's like $3,800 to hunt there during the rut. Yeah, it's probably the best 3,800 bucks
yeah.
I could see spending.
Wow.
I mean,
Some
I've
big.
spent $3,800 on bear takedowns. So, you know,
Yeah.
So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's on my bucket list. It's going to be my senior hunt. You know,
Yeah, that's
I can still do stuff. I can still climb trees. I can still, yeah, I'm lucky. Knock on wood.
yeah. No,
I still physically able.
it's you're the older we get, I'm 57. You really appreciate the fact that you're able to do what you can still do and you appreciate it.
Well, it was funny because tonight I was sitting on the couch having a cocktail, watching the Game Show Network, and I went to get up, and all these bones started cracking, like popping in the left lung. My wife looks at me. She goes, Jesus Christ. She goes, I can hear that clear across the room. What are you going to do 10 years from now? I said, You're going to pull me up.
Right.
So, so let's
Oh,
switch it back to aerodynamics.
yeah.
I know you work Doug fir.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with cedar or spruce and pine?
The only arrow wood I've used is Doug fir.
Okay.
It's just
So
strictly Doug fir.
let me bring this up. Back in the 80s, maybe early 90s, there was a company that came out with pine
Hmm.
arrows, which is crap. They're soft,
Yeah.
but they ran a laminate, clear plastic laminate through the entire shaft of the shaft.
Yeah.
And they didn't last long, but I
Huh.
think they got damaged on shots, that were missed.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they went out of business. I thought the concept was pretty cool, but I would have chosen a better wood. Uh,
Yeah.
when I started making arrows as a kid, I started going, to the hardware store buying oak dowels, which are stupid because they weighed 700 grains, just the shaft itself. So I'm like, I'd have to shoot a 150-pound bow to get them to fly.
Right.
Uh, Doug fir I'm sold on those. I
Yeah.
have cedars. They don't last. They don't, longevity on them is not good.
Yeah.
But,
Huh.
what about Sitka spruce? Have you messed with those?
No, when I started in this trad world, I got ordered a dozen from Andy at Addictive Archery, and he sent me some Sitka spruce. I thought they worked well, but I've never built any myself. I get Sherwood shafts, which seem to be the place to go, but I get them through Riley Savage at Archery Past, and he's just been my supplier for shafts, and um, they just seem to work really, really well. And I don't know. I sometimes think wood gets a bad rap. I think wood arrows are pretty tough myself. I mean,
Right.
obviously not as tough as aluminum, but or carbon, but
I only shoot wood arrows out of my longbows.
okay.
For precision, I choose the
Yeah,
gold tip, but that's me. That's me. I'm really not that kind of guy that's a techno geek. I don't bear shaft do nothing.
yeah,
I know the combo that I've been using since the 70s and it still works today. I just dropped down a couple of grains because I'm not shooting this 80 pounds I used to.
well, and
Uh,
that's why I got to look at it, getting into some broadheads for these carbons because I've been shooting 8 Boyer glue-ons, and so now I got it. Well, I mean, they sell 8 Boyer sells threaded ones too. So yeah, I'm gonna tinker around, and I
mhm.
know I like the prices of the Zwickeys, quite honestly. And if I can get them sharp, I'm a big steamboat guy with the sticks. If I can get them sharp on air, I'm gonna go with these. Try these.
I'm the guy with the file. I'm sitting there with the mill bastard file,
Okay. Yeah.
and then I use ceramic sticks, and then I've got this. If you guys could see this, the Rada
Oh
sharpener.
yeah.
That thing's badass for taking a burr off,
Yeah.
and then a
Yeah.
leather strop. And I'm shaving my face. I'm gonna. Well, this is the No Shave November, so
Right.
at the end of the month, and shout out to Don Davis, I'm going to shave my face with a Zwicky broadhead because he cut his granddaughter's umbilical cord with a Zwicky. Yep.
That's
Shout out to Don,
hilarious.
baby.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
did. No lie, no lie. That's a known fact.
wow.
Um, so when you create a set, what are the specifics you need from a customer?
Yeah,
I would.
you need quite it's almost well, it's not as bad as going to the doctor, but you need a lot of you need what the draw weight is.
Right.
You need uh obviously he has to the person has to tell you the length.
Let me ask you a
Um,
question about the length because that's
yeah,
a big question, a bone of contention with a lot of people.
yeah,
So when I draw back my arrows, okay, my wife watches me. I want my broadhead to be 2 inches past my riser. So I don't know what it's doing. She
yeah,
tells me. She takes a photo with my phone, and then I know where I'm at.
yeah.
So
I
even
think
though
that's
she,
wise. You don't want it too short and because if you happen to overdraw and you don't want that. So yeah, you want to know what point weight they're
Mhm.
gonna want. Um, yeah, draw weight, point weight. Um,
'Cause back in
what?
the day, I would have it so bad that the broadhead would have to cut my finger, my bow hand. It would have.
Oh,
I mean, like the broadhead was right there at the
yeah.
site. That was no good
No, I would rather have a little more uh out there.
because you're
But
looking at the point. That was my point of aim.
right. So yeah, you just need some basic stuff, and I like it personally. Um, sometimes sometimes they can get a little hard knowing what spine to use.
Hmm.
So I have steered some customers to get test kits from like a Three Rivers, Andy Ponce, whatever. I've actually considered offering test kits myself. That's something I'd like to do too, because let them play with it. I mean, before you drop 200 bucks on a dozen arrows,
Yeah, man.
get it to be the right spine that flies well out of your bow. And so I've been doing that. And but yeah, that's you need to have a few questions answered.
I've been reading some posts from guys that are shooting 300 up front. I'm like, what? That's
That's
nuts.
crazy.
That's like shooting a 2x4 off the front of your bow.
Yeah.
But it's working for them guys. But I don't know.
Huh.
That's a
I
science
know.
project, man. I don't
I
have time for that shit.
I usually just run 160 A
Hmm.
Boyer glue on my Doug furs. That's what I've been running, and I'm real happy with the flight out of
Yeah,
most, mid 40s bows,
right. My total up front is 170 to 200. That's it.
Yeah,
And 48 pounds, it's working. They're flying like darts. They're right in the money. I
yeah.
mean, when I shot that javelina in February, I was like, oh my God. It was like, came back. It was almost like I wish I had filmed it because it was such a perfect arrow flight. It went right through the animal completely, devastated both shoulders, deflated both lungs. When the animal died, right there, it looked like a credit card. That's how thin it was because there was no air in the lungs. There was nothing left, no
Yeah.
bones, nothing. It was just this meat pile. It's
Now,
like,
are you
wow.
a tab guy or a glove guy?
Well, I love omnivores tabs. I
Oh
love those
yeah.
people.
Yep.
They make superior products. I've been a tab guy pretty much 60% of my traditional career. I'm shooting gloves now, but I want another tab. I put in a pseudo order with them.
Okay.
I want a split finger Eastern Diamondback because I'm enamored with that snake
Mm.
with calf hair. I think calf hair is the best product. I don't like a
Okay.
full leather. I think
Yeah.
there's a little drag with that. That's
Okay.
just me. That's just me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm 50-50 right now.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
since my bow season's kind of over, I'm pretty much gun hunting now.
Yeah.
It affords me time. So I really wish you could come down here in I think February or March. We have this thing called the Canyons. It's a 3D shoot in a lime quarry.
Really?
So yeah, when you're walking around the range to shoot 3D animals, there's all this water that's around you, and the water is this color
Whoa.
because of the limestone. It's weird. And they have
Wow.
caves. All the 3D targets are in the caves. You have to go into this cave and you're like, is there a rattlesnake in here? Is there an animal here? And you shoot the 3D target and get the hell out because you don't know what's in there because
Wow.
there's critters everywhere. It's a lot of fun. And then you could do the zip line when you're done.
Well, like I think we texted whatever a few months ago. I would love to come down here sometime and get a tour of the Bear Archery
Yeah.
place and
Well, if you ever come down this way,
yeah.
look me up, give me a
Yeah.
heads up, and we'll go hang out.
Yeah, that looks like a cool place to check out and
It's different. Yeah, because
yeah.
I've met Neil there a few times. I've never been able to get a tour,
Okay.
Well, when last time I was there was like 23, so things may have changed since then.
Yeah.
Um, I really want to hook up with Neil to get him on the podcast. It's just one of those things. He's a busy dude.
Yeah.
Um, but I have questions that are different than the average guy that would ask because I've
Sure.
been collecting for so long.
Yeah. Are
Um,
you collecting?
Not
I
anymore.
always,
Not anymore.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I stopped collecting, except dust. Uh, as you can see, I have a shit ton of bows behind me.
Yeah.
There's two bedrooms behind this door that are my grandkids' bedrooms and a guest bedroom, and there's bows in there. So there's probably 100 bows, 150 bows in this house. At one time, my collection was upwards of 2,500,
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
that was divorce time. First
Well,
wife.
let me know if you got any old. I'd love to get some more old Grizzlies. I really like the Grizzly.
That I do not collect. I don't
Okay.
have any of those, but I know people that do.
Yeah.
And I know you like nothing but the poundage range. I know you want a quality, pristine piece, no
Yeah,
holes,
I
none of that
want it to
stuff.
be
Yeah.
decent. Yeah, I don't want it to
Yeah.
be all holes in it and
Yeah. No, no. I know a lot of people. And actually, you need to call Kevin Bishop.
yeah, I've talked to him. Yeah, we text once in a while. Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Dude, yeah, oh yeah, I love the guy.
We
He
saw.
and I have been horse trading for over 30 years, and we never met until 2024. How weird is that?
Wow.
And he wants me to come to TCATS. And like I said on my last podcast, that's going to be a last minute. Hey, I'm dropping everything. I'm flying out there. I'm
Yeah.
going to Kazoo. I need somebody to pick me up, and I'll stay in a flea bag motel. I don't care. It's going to be one of those things, and I'm known to do that. So,
No, that you would love that. It's a great see, I'm only an hour away from there, so I usually just go for the Saturday.
oh
I just
man, we'll
go for
hang
the
out. We'll
day.
go have dinner. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're there, definitely let me know. I'd love to chat in person and yeah, I had a nice time visit with Kevin at Whiskey City. He had a his
Oh
table of
yeah.
all bows and so we caught up again and
Is
that's another one.
what's ironic is he goes there, and of course, we had this talk years ago. He and I. I said, dude, when you go to these shows, you have to like Denton Hill. I used to go there with a pocket full of money. I would go with at least $3,500 in cash.
Yeah.
And I would come home with 50, 60 bows. Because you're wheeling dealing. You're walking through the campgrounds.
Yeah.
You're not hanging out drinking beers with your buddies because I don't have time for that. I'm
Yeah.
walking through hey man, got any bows? Oh, what do you want for that $25 bow? Oh, I'll
Yeah.
take 30. Okay, boom. There you go. And I know it's worth buck 50
Yeah.
once I clean it up.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
those days are good. But like I said, as I'm coming down to the fixed income thing,
Yeah.
yeah, my days of collecting are pretty much over until there's something out there that I just gotta have.
Yeah.
And it'll be a Damon Howitt because that's what I really love. That's my thing. That's what gets me worked up.
You like the Damon Hounds.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
1960 to 67. Those
okay.
years where they used wood, real wood, rosewood.
Yeah. I wonder how he's doing. I know we both had him on our
Oh,
podcast.
Josh Bohr?
Yeah, I wonder how they're doing,
I
business
don't know.
wise.
I've had him on 3 times and I'm done. Um,
Yeah.
I think by now something should have been done.
Yeah.
This is my opinion. I'm not pointing fingers at all.
Right.
I think by now they should be rolling with this stuff. I mean, it's
Yeah.
been 3 years. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't want to know.
It's funny, or it's ironic again that we're talking Damon Howard because he used to post stuff. I can't think of the last time I saw a post from Damon Howard.
No. And
Huh.
I'm afraid to stir up a can of worms, but I think this podcast might. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
So we shall see.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's it, guys. Leave me out of
Right.
it. I don't know. Like Sergeant Schultz used to say in Hogan's Heroes, I know nothing. I see nothing. I say nothing. Helga, get me a drink. Whatever.
Hogan's Heroes.
Get me a schnapps. That's what he would say. Get me a schnapps, Helga.
Oh man,
Yeah, Hogan's Heroes was great, man.
that was a good show.
But hey, let's wind it down here. How's your bow season going so far?
Well, I just got back from Kentucky and I didn't see a deer,
Okay.
but funny. The guy who I went to stay with, Jeff Evans, he shot two does this morning. It finally got cold. We got
Yeah.
rid of the full moon. I mean, when I was there, it was
Oh,
like
full moon, you're done.
it was full moon. We had one day it was almost 70. It was just they just weren't they were running at night and when it was
Uh,
cooler and so he killed two does today, one at 8:30 and one at like 3 o'clock. So and I just got permission to hunt. I don't have any private land around here, and I'm too lazy to drive an hour to public land and have that fight. It just doesn't interest me. But I got a spot 15 minutes away,
okay.
11 acres. And but the only downside is the lady that owns the property just had hip replacement,
Mm.
and she's in rehab till December 1. So at the earliest, she can't walk me the property line until December sometime. So if it doesn't work out this year, I'm
Well,
excited to hunt it next year.
here's the thing. If you have Onyx,
Yeah.
ask her if she would not mind if you walk the property yourself because you have a GPS app.
She actually she didn't take it that far, but she did give me the address
Mhm.
to look it up on. She goes, I'm sure you got one of them hunting apps, so then I could see
Yep.
the, you
Yeah.
know,
See if you
so
could do that because, dude, you
yeah.
capitalize on that. All you need is 1 acre to kill a deer. Not
Oh
even
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All you need is 20 feet and 10 minutes.
Well, the good thing is the guy that used to hunt it doesn't hunt it anymore. And she said there's three stands set up. So I think even the legwork sounds like it might be, kind of done for me. So I'm excited about that. Like I said, if it doesn't happen this year, I got next year.
Yeah,
So
that's fantastic. I hope you're the best. I wish you the best.
yeah.
So, now we talked about your full-time job. We talked about cresters and paints and all that stuff. This is kind of the downtime for your full-time job. What's your go-to bow and arrow setup this season?
I've been hunting with the Sauk Trail Highline,
Hmm.
62-inch longbow, 48 at 28. That's what I took to Kentucky. Really like that bow. It's quiet. It's just good. Or I shoot the Kinsman. The Kinsman's much shorter. It's 58, and that one is 45 at 28.
Yeah, Mike
Um,
wants to build me a bow. We're on the fence between recurve and longbow, and I'm like, man, this longbow has really got me
yeah.
worked out. And I got some crazy woods,
Oh, do
and
you?
yeah, it'll probably break them.
Which model are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards your Kinsman.
Okay. Yeah, it's a
With a
shooter.
stipple grip,
Yep.
I like the red and Coco Bolo mix, whatever
Ooh.
red M, G2,
Ooh.
whatever. We'll work it out eventually. It's just gonna happen. It's eventually. I mean, I really love Mike's work. I just love the guy. I think he's a
Yeah,
fantastic person in general.
he is. Yeah, I
Really
was.
enjoy him, and I had Rue on the podcast. She was
Yeah,
hilarious, man.
yeah, that was a good one,
She reminded me of my daughter. Just, a little sass to her.
right? No, I had the privilege of sharing bear camp with Mike this
Oh,
past
that's cool,
August,
man.
and we just had Mick Quinn,
Oh yeah,
Mike Roberts, and Jerome Bushong of Backland Archery. The four of us, we just had a great time.
that sounds like fun, man.
Oh
That
yeah,
was in Canada, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's a hike for me. Whew.
yeah. That's a serious poke. Yeah, you'd have
Yeah,
to
it's like
drive.
a 3 day
Yeah.
drive for me.
Right.
Yes, 3 days. I'm going to Vegas. How did your bear hunt go? Did you kill anything?
I didn't kill anything. I didn't have any shot opportunities. I had three bears come to me. One came from my right shoulder and literally stopped right underneath my stand. And I was at maybe platform might have been at 10 feet,
Damn.
maybe nine. And it was literally, I remember I parted my feet to get a better look at him. And then he went back. The next day, a bear came off my left shoulder, walked to the bait, walked around it, and went right back. And then a couple hours later, another bear did the same thing. None of them
Are
even,
these are these bears really paying attention to the wind? Because that bait's got to stink. It's got to stink up the entire area.
yeah, that's a good question, Rich. I've only bear hunted a few times, and I don't
Well,
know.
same here. I've only bear hunted 3 times, but still,
Yeah,
I'm thinking of wind direction. That's where my mind's at all the time.
yeah,
And I'm like, well, damn. they've got this rotten food in there, even though it's, was it donuts and all
What did
pastries and shit?
we had
Or,
some kind of
or is there fish in there?
no, we had some kind of, let's just call it glorified dog food with
Yeah,
some
that's
used grease we pour in there and
right. That has gotta, that
yeah,
really has to cover your scent if you think about it.
I would think so. But we out of 400s, two guys tagged out, Mike Roberts and Jerome
Oh,
or
Mike got a
Jared.
hell of a bear. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a
Pumpkinhead.
oh where Mike was, man, he was way back in it was a cool. He's just well, he's been going up there for like 30 some years. So he knows
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
tree, and
It
so
was funny.
hopefully
The last bear I killed was God, probably 1987. And
mm,
when we hung it up and I had to skin it, I was so appalled by how much it looked like a human.
yeah.
I was like, wow, this is very strange, guys. The head's missing, and now we got this fat guy in a tree. And I'm like, yeah. But then we ate some of it, and I was like, yeah, I'm all good with that now. Yeah, it's all good.
Oh,
Oh, it's good eating.
my family absolutely loves bear meat, and I do too. I think it's
We had it in a fricassee with a red sauce,
mm,
sort of like chicken fricassee,
yeah.
and veggies. Oh my God, it was to die for.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
That is
Yeah.
that is good. I'm hoping to go back up in the spring. I've never done a spring hunt, so hopefully with Mike and the boys and it's
So
about
did
a
have I shown you the game room?
no. Oh yeah. Nice bucks.
And there's that.
Ah,
There's that.
that's awesome.
There's them.
Man, you're surrounded by bucks.
Well, what's funny is when I left Maryland, I had, oh God,
Uh,
over 200 racks in the shop. And I
oh
was like, I
man.
couldn't possibly take all of these to Florida. So this young guy, I put an ad, a street ad saying, Deer Antlers looking for new home. And this was on MarylandWhitetail.com, which I'm a big player in that website.
Okay.
This young guy reached out to me and he goes, what do you got? I said, I got anything from 110 inch to 150 inch. They're racks on plates. I don't have any heads to sell
Hmm.
because that's what you see is that I only mount what's beyond 150.
Yeah.
And he says, I'll be right over. He come over with his kids. And young guy, yeah, he has a nice farm with a pole barn. He goes, I got a pole barn with two pool tables, a full bar.
Oh,
I need antlers.
yeah.
So we negotiated for like 3 hours, and he bought the basically 90% of my collection,
Wow.
and a caribou, and a bear, and some other stuff. So he sent me a picture a couple years ago. I was like, "Oh my God, this is great! I would love to drink at that place."
Yeah. Was he from Maryland?
Yeah, young
Yeah.
guy, probably 27. I was like,
Wow.
"Wow, man, thank you." I mean, he respected my what I did, and
Yeah.
he even wanted my tags as display in a frame.
Yeah.
And he did that. He just, I was like, wow, that's awesome.
That's super cool.
Yeah. So it was great.
Man.
So when I drove here, I drove to Florida from Maryland. I had all these deer heads in the back of my truck,
Oh.
driving through all these states. You would believe, hey, F you, he was giving me the finger with his
Right.
liberals and shit. And I'm like, whatever. So I just opened the windows, make it even more visible. I had deer in the front seat looking out wearing
Yeah.
sunglasses.
Oh, I like that. I
Yeah.
can see you
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. And the dog was with me too. She was like, hey, whatever. Yeah, she was cool. And then my wife behind me, she's driving a Mazda CX-5. She had all my firearms in the back, covered with a blanket,
Oh
and
man.
my bows too.
Yeah.
So it was like she was piled high because we shipped everything with the movers, and it was
Yeah.
hilarious. We stopped at the hotel room and we took shifts watching the vehicles.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't want,
So
yeah.
it took 3 days to come to Florida, but we want to stop and visit people. But it was fun.
How long you been in Florida now?
4 years now, as of
Okay.
July.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me, I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
It's a great state as far as its freedoms.
Yeah.
But as far as the DNR, they can.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it online. They can. That's all I
Yeah.
got to say. The DNR has no idea what the hell they're doing. Quota hunts for public land. Are you kidding me? There's more deer here than cockroaches. That's retarded. Um, how about, they finally had their first bear hunt in 10 years.
I heard that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Hmm.
But it is what it is. It's primarily a fishing state. That's all they really care about is their fishing.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
They do have good bucks here up north, though.
yeah.
Around the Tallahassee area, up in that Georgia belt, Alabama,
Hmm.
they're
Hmm.
killing some big bucks up there. Down here, they're tiny. They're like 80 pounds soaking wet. My dog's bigger.
Yeah. Well, I remember being in Key West or the
Oh,
Keys.
God.
Dude, they looked like raccoons. I mean, they were tiny. I forget what they call them.
They're key deer.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, they were
Nah,
little.
I won't
Here.
devote my time to that or efforts.
Nah.
Ocala has my eyesight because they've got some
Hmm.
decent bucks in there. Uh, the locals don't like outsiders, so I do not say where I'm from. I'd say,
Yeah,
yeah, I was born and raised here, whatever.
right.
Uh, so cool. So what shows did you attend this year?
I did well, the UBI banquet was in March,
Hmm.
beginning of March. That was a blast. Had a booth there with a podcast, had some merch. That was fun. Compton in what is that, June? Ran up there for no, actually I went up there for Friday and a Saturday and hung out with the UBI guys. Spent the night in one of the guys' campers, and then my wife and I went
You,
to Whiskey City. What was cool about that was we stayed in a hotel about a half hour away that was like, I don't know, it was built like in 18 something, and it was really cool. And my wife had an absolute blast. She's like,
awesome.
these
That's great.
people are just, and then uh, we shot the course, which I don't do much course shooting, and I was just blown away. That the course that Dave's got set up is just it was eye pop. I mean, he had a possum hanging from a tree. I mean, he had dinosaurs. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just the cool. Dave is just, and
Yeah,
I know I hear you talk about it.
yeah,
You want to,
he's one of my favorite people, and I
uh,
can't wait to meet him and his
yeah.
wife. Um, and I don't like too many people, trust me. Um, it's just he's my kind of guy.
No,
You're my
they're,
kind of guy. I'm just like,
yeah,
we all like-minded thinkers.
yeah.
Um,
He does an absolutely awesome job. Him and his wife, and
yeah,
um, he just makes everybody smile and laugh, and
yeah,
those are the kind of people you want to be around.
exactly, exactly, dude. Yeah. So we're at 7:22, bro. I've been getting
Mhm.
old guys giving me gas about taking too long on these podcasts. I said, well, go change your diaper. Do whatever you got to do,
Right,
you know?
right,
Uh,
right.
but I want to thank you for coming on to the podcast.
Yeah,
You're one of my favorite people. You support me. I support you. As you used to say, I think you said in one of your podcasts, I pump his tires, he pumps mine. That didn't sound too
yeah.
gay,
No,
but
I appreciate it, Rich. I really do. You've answered questions for me. You've helped me out, and
yeah.
it's always a pleasure to text you, and you always have an answer, and it's just
Yeah,
good.
I'm
And
a real easy guy to reach. So I mean,
yeah,
I get emails and texts all day long from people that I don't even know. But
yeah,
hey, if you got questions, people, ask them. I will do my best to answer them. Um,
yeah.
hey, this is on YouTube now, so like and subscribe. Really subscribe, folks. Same
Right.
thing with the Stickbow Country guy
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Uh, I want to wish you the best for the rest of the year, Mark, and happy holidays.
yeah, yeah. That's coming right around the corner.
Yeah, it is. That's an expensive one for me with all 9 grandkids. Uh,
Ooh. Well, and
yeah.
hey, if you get to anywhere, if you get to Compton or text me because I'd like
Oh
to,
yeah, yeah, dude.
you know,
We're all over that.
right.
Yeah, I'm all about that. So I tried to retire August 20th this past year. And this son of a
Hmm.
bitches gave me a raise.
Oh.
I'm like, what? I'm like, oh crap. So okay, I'll take your money. I'm gonna keep taking your money, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we'll see what happens August 20th, 2026.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
target date. So we shall see.
Okay.
But nonetheless, Mr. Mark, thank you so much. Regards to the family, and I will talk to you shortly at some
All
point.
right, Rich.
All
Take
right,
care.
brother. You take care. Bye bye.
Bye.